Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 2021 Masters World Championship. Brought to you by Infinite Discs, and this is filmed and produced by Ace Run Pro.
Right on. We got Kevin McCoy here, Jay Bird, Jason Light over to the right. We're going to give you a breakdown of round one.
So welcome to beautiful Jonesboro, Tennessee, home of Harmon Hills. Today we'll be seeing David Feldberg from Eatonton, Georgia, a 1018 rating, career runs 118, and I think he's our back-to-back world champion.
Michael Johansen, Denver, North Carolina, the dirty hippie they call him. We love MJ.
Next we got side view, Brian Schweberger, Tarboro, North Carolina, Mr. 303 and still counting.
And Philo Brockway from Tujunga, California, Mr. Albatross.
Let's see what these fellas can do.
Man, this is a beautiful track they have us at for the Masters World this year. We are blessed to be at Harmon Hills.
All right, welcome to hole one. This is 378 feet. You're looking at a slight left to right throw through a tight gap. Landing in the rock garden's not a big issue. You can get a 30-footer, but landing in the mulch is where you want to be.
Beautiful starting hole.
David Feldberg.
All right, everybody's get those butterflies and jitters out. It's time to play some ball.
All right, here we go. Dave Feldberg on the tee. Looks like a fairway driver in hand.
Yeah, I wouldn't have a clue what he's throwing. But I would guess T-bird, eagle-ish, something like that.
Gentle turnover. Looks like he caught a little bit of the tree there on the left side.
From Tarboro, North Carolina.
Yeah, that was my
Brian
biggest fear on that
Schweberger.
hole.
They're rather catchy and then on this hole particularly.
Brian Schweberger. He used to just throw a thumber over the top back in the day. He threw it up there about 2 feet with a thumber, but I don't know if the old body likes to throw 378-foot thumbers on the first hole anymore.
Yeah, he would have to have a sponsorship by ibuprofen for that thumber. There's a nice smooth turnover from Schwebby.
Beauty.
Get in.
Holding nicely.
Nice. Nice throw, Schwebby.
What do you want him doing the first shot of the woods?
From Denver, North Carolina, Michael Johansen.
Next up we got MJ. I could only guess this would be a comment.
Man, I would think MJ's my favorite, one of the favorites to win this year. He is great in these kind of courses.
Absolutely. This is bread and butter for him. A little early on the turnover, caught a little roughage on the right side.
Out of Los Angeles, California, Philo Brockway.
I don't see too many courses like this out in California, but he's a tour veteran, so he's seen all courses of all kinds all over the places. So he'll be just fine here as well.
So that's probably a trusty rock in hand.
I think this is his first ever Masters tournament.
Yes. Yeah, smooth left to right turnover. Holding nicely. Oh, friendly skip off.
Wow, very nice. Good start for Philo and Schwebby. The two will be scrambling a little bit on the first hole.
Here's Dave looking at about 100 feet. A little putter right up underneath it. Should be an easy par. Jay with a banger turnover right underneath.
Yep, just get up and down from there. No need to get crazy. First hole of the world's. Well, that's a good sign for the other two guys if they still aren't putting yet.
That's for sure.
Dose.
Little rock off rock love there for Philo. Easy two for Schwebby.
That's the kind of putt I like to have on the first hole of any tournament because, you know, no matter where you're playing at, first hole, you don't know if the blood's pumping yet or not. You like to have a nice, short, sweet one for a birdie. All right, one down.
Here we go, heading into hole 2. Hole 2's 461 feet. It's a par 4. Yet again, you got another left to right turn. You want to be getting on top of this hill to give yourself a safe look at the basket. All down the left side is out of bounds, and anything right is an auto stroke. So you're going to get one extra stroke no matter what you look at there.
Do you think any of these players can get there?
I don't think so. Not with that OB just looming on the left side. Schwebby a little high out of the hand, but he's got it turned over right.
Yeah, very handy shot right there on top of the hill. Easy up shot. I mean, there's really no reason to go for this unless you just are feeling really good about being a par 4, a short par 4. But, you know, some of these youngsters can really still pipe it down the fairway. Nope, Philo's just going to put it down the middle of the fairway.
Yep, Philo's looking for position just to give himself a good look at the basket. Dave giving it a little more juice. He's got it turned over.
Giving her a run.
He's made it over the hill. That'll be, if he wants to, a jump putt or an easy just little layup.
That's probably within 80 feet. MJ ain't got time to mess around.
Straight to the master spot right in the shade.
He knows what he's doing.
And just a banger. Yep, right there at about 10 feet.
I would have called that in the air that it was going to be inside of 15 for sure.
As soon as he turned around, you knew it was good.
Mm-hmm.
Philo, little AVR, looks online.
Get it. Very nice.
Yep. There's a little backstop on that backside. If you come in hyzer, it can stop there. Schwebby with a smooth layup, looking at about 20 feet. Dave's giving it a run. A little wide.
There is a little bit of out of bounds back there, but he's well safe within.
Philo safely in for his for his birthday. That's these are all putts for birdie.
I assume this was the easiest hole on the course yesterday, score-wise. I didn't see anybody having any troubles with out of bounds. I don't know. It's just a really soft par 4 out there.
It is. As long as you make the top of that hill, you can make an easy shot down to the basket and have yourself an easy 10 to 15 footer.
Yeah, these guys had no problem with this hole.
All right, all birdies par on hole 2. Got Brian and Philo leading the way here with 2 under. MJ and Dave with 1 under. All right, that leads us into hole 3. This is a 503-foot par 4. As the drone flies, you actually want to drive further right. You want to be down that right side, beat a couple trees. If you can get to the top of this hill or just over, you are in prime position. But this is a very tricky green. You have to be extremely cautious with your upshot.
Yeah, the second hump is what these players will be going for. If you can clear that second hump, you are, like you said, you are in golden era.
That's Schwebby taking the right line.
That's
perfect.
Yep. Some of these guys get down there and give a chance for a 2, though. I mean, it says 503, but it's downhill all the way.
It is. Yeah, if you can pop it and beat those trees, you can definitely get yourself down in that basin and looking up at the basket.
After looking at the scores, there was only 1-2 on this hole, but I think we'll see a couple more later in the tournament.
Dave following suit, going down the right side.
That's the ideal flight path right there.
Oh, that's going to get, if that skips, oh yeah, he's down the basin.
Yeah.
Still looking at a tricky upshot, though. Jay just a little inside. I think he's going to be okay. Yep, right on top of the mound.
It's the skinnier route. If you could hit the line straight at it, though, that's the easiest way to get there. But it is a skinnier route. Schweberger looking at an upshot here. The ideal upshot. Nice backstop in the behind it. There it is.
There's a friendly roll.
Count it. Go ahead and chalk up the 3.
Oh, there's that green. Yep. He's still in the 20-foot range. I'm sure that's going to be a look away, MJ. Philo coming in. Oh, look out, trees. Caught a little wood there.
Yeah. Some of these holes you want to get aggressive on and try to get it to can bite you in the butt sometimes.
Here's Dave for his 2. This would be an eagle. Just a layup.
Oh, he didn't want any of that.
Oh, and there it is. There's that green.
That's the moment right when you're like, why did I not just go for it?
Philo to save his birdie. Sit. Okay. Dave for his birdie.
Perfect. I mean, it was like the best putt he's ever thrown in his life. Or it caught one chain on the right side. One of those two. But it stayed.
Philo's in for his 4. MJ, look away.
Of course. Come
It's
on.
in.
Come on, man. That guy. You should just give that. You should pick that up for him.
Solid putt, Brian. You must have been working on those.
All right. 3 down for Schweberger.
Yep. Starting out 3 for 3. It's always good momentum going in. Hole 4. All right, hole 4, another par 4. We're looking at 479. So the main thing here is beat the gap, the initial gap, with a lot of hyzer, and you want to crest this hill. As long as you crest this hill, you're going to have a good look up at the basket. Usually landing in this spot is the best, and you're looking at about 100 feet from there.
Yep. This is this or hole 2. This is the one you really want to make sure you get a birdie on.
Schweberger coming out with plenty of hyzer. That looks good. Yeah, you can actually give this hole a run for your second shot just because of that backstop.
Oh, absolutely.
Dave looks good as well. Plenty of hyzer. Yeah, perfect.
And there's really not much advantage for even overpowering the hole and going much further because it's just such a, with that big backstop in the background. You just get it out there in the middle. Uh-oh. Oh. That might be a little bit of trouble.
Catching little tree hands there.
Yeah, when you don't get on the other side of that hill there, it can definitely become a problem because you can't see the bucket. You know, it's a little tricky for sure.
Philo just a touch low, but I think he'll be perfectly fine with that.
Yeah, he'll be fine. MJ got far enough up the hill, he should be fine.
He's watching it, though. Okay, he's fine. He's well within the circle there. Philo looking at about probably 140 up this hill. A little hyzer, got through the trees.
This is in one of the areas where you can get a little ground play too, so you can kind of run it up there short and run it up there. A lot of the areas is thick grass where you get no ground play.
Schweberger saying, I'll just take the birdie. And Dave as well.
That's the way to play the hole. Throw it to the mouth of the hole and just a little easy tap or up shot and then tap in.
Another give me to MJ.
Yep, these are just tap ins for these guys from here. So it looks like we're going to get Schweby still with the perfect 4 under after 4. Feldberg 3 under. MJ 3 under. Philo 3 under.
All right, moving on to hole 5. This is a tricky little par 3.
This is where you really start seeing some golf being played on this hole. In other ones you can get away with some loose shots. Not here. You're going to have to throw a gem up a drive to get her close.
Yeah, most people here are looking for either a sidearm or in my own case, I'm throwing an extremely flippy rock with a lot of hyzer, just letting it float to the right.
I was rolling through here with 4 birdies myself coming to this hole. So me and Schweby were tied at this same moment, and he's got the thumber disc. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Old school Schweby. I love it.
Wow. He's throwing something special, making it through two different trees. Dave looking at a backhand. There's that hyzer to flip. Smooth little rock turnover.
Yep.
Oh, got caught up in the early trees.
Still in range, though. Probably 5 feet out the circle.
Jay with the banger. Pushing it more forward. He's going to get a little play off that hill on the left side. So he'll still have a putt within this, near circle's edge.
That's a little more conservative line going that route.
Philo a little low again. You can see it from there. I think it'll be more like a layup, though. Just a little left. That'll be an easy 3.
Yeah, this was definitely the toughest hole we've seen so far. Hole 5 on this course. These guys are. Looks like Schweby. I would bet he makes this. Oh,
top band. Dave bringing out old Blackie. Here we go. Adding the Dave stepper.
yeah.
Nose up, bang.
Got it. Very nice.
Getting the run back. We get to see this again. Smooth little nose up putt. Back to hyzer, right in the change.
See, now that one hit in a good spot.
Yeah, that was much more confident in that landing in the bottom of the basket. MJ playing woods golf still. Look away. Man.
Nah. Look at that one. Yeah, well, that, playing with MJ, that's not really surprising, but it is always cool to see.
That came out Anheuser, and that is a stable putter. The flowing locks moving as he gets that disc out of the basket. Philo in for his easy 3.
See, MJ looks like he belongs in Appalachia. Let me tell you. That's why he deserved to be on this feature card. He looks like he belongs around here.
I would give more color to that comment, Kevin, but I think we'll just move on to the next hole. All right, here we go. Hole 6. This is 770 feet. This is a par 5. Snaking its way down a hill, then back up a hill, and then basically throwing down into a bowl. So landing spot was back at the first set of trees. Second landing spot's in this area. And if you can get your third right here to the basket, you've got an easy birdie on your hands.
This is definitely the hardest hole we've played so far. This was a tricky hole.
Definitely. Yeah, you've got to hit this drive perfect. You want to be between those trees down in the bottom. Dave looks a little short, but I think he's going to have a look up the hill.
It's just a simple hyzer around the corner, but you still placement is golden here.
Absolutely. Yeah, going a little wider is going to give you a little more freedom to see up the hill. Yeah, that's perfect. Schweby taking that wide route again. I don't know if that's got an...
He's trying to get a little further up the hill.
Oh, yeah. He'll have a little anhyzer up the hill. He'll be fine.
Well, early looks like he's fine.
Yeah, he's fine. Right in the middle. That's
fine.
Perfect. Here's Dave. Pinched off just a touch. He'll have a hyzer up the hill to the landing spot.
You know, the play is really just to come up short of the hole and instead of trying to pierce the gap down there, because if you try to get a little too aggressive on here, you can take a number.
Absolutely. Yeah, this hole can be unrelenting. If you let it punish you, it will punish you.
These guys all look like they are playing the hole very...
Philo's giving a little more
meat
on that one.
Yeah, he's got a little... That tunnel is pretty tight to get into.
Oh, that needs to come down or that's going to high. So I think he'll be all right, though. Yeah, that's fine.
Yep. Oh, it's golden. Look at him. He's right in the mouth. Looking right at the basket.
Thumb or loving. Perfect.
That should be fine.
Dave with a little turnover. Oh, 5 feet.
Easy birdie.
MJ in Bangerville. That should slide up there. Oh, giving Schweby a little bit of love.
See, I'd be asking for that 2 inches back if I found out my disc got kicked that far away.
Oh, Philo is in prime position.
Yep.
Oh, giving MJ love.
What is this going on? This
kind of inside thing they've got going in this
That's why we ought to
group.
have a camera on the green at all times. Or maybe not.
Looks like Schweby's taking his extra 2 inches here.
Got it. All right, Schweby. Look at him. He's playing good golf today. It was almost like a curling episode up there. Everything's getting moved around. Banging.
Summer Olympics time. Not
Come on,
winter. Look away, MJ. Look away.
Just give him those, man. Just pick it up for him. I mean, we've already seen him make every single one of them. All right, Dave Feldberg, easiest birdie all day on that hole.
All right. We got 3 players at 5 under, and then we got Philo right behind them at 4.
This is what we kind of anticipated here. Some soft pars early. The course gets a little trickier in the middle of the course, and then gets a little tougher at the end.
Hole 7's a tough par 3, 445 feet. It's a quick turnover out the gap. If you hyzer something out early on the right-hand backhand, you're going to end up in the woods on the left, or you possibly could end up OB near the tent.
I didn't even know OB was back there by the tent after we played the hole.
Did you get an OB stroke?
No, I actually saw somebody else get an OB stroke there.
Okay, all right. Dave with a high turnover. This is phasing out. He's pushing that OB line. Oh, he's good. Good.
Nice.
Making the course runner Aaron Prozac jump out the way.
Man, nice hops.
Inside for
this
MJ.
This shot is tricky. It's a straight, big, high, hard turnover shot, and that is kind of a sketchy shot when you don't know where it's going. If you turn over too far, you're going down a big old mountain.
Yeah, and also on this putting green, if you go long on your upshot, it can go all the way down to the cave, which is just complete no man's land. Schweby's in prime position. He can get a look at 2, but I would say that was going to be a 3. Philo coming in quick.
Yep.
Oh boy, this needs to get down. Oh, that looks
Yep, that's
to
me.
be OB.
That's me right there figuring out, hey, there's an OB line right there. Because Philo just threw it right there.
Don't know if you noticed, Kev gave that a little kick just to show OB was there.
Like I said, who knew there was OB back there? I guess a lot of people did. I'm probably just a rookie around here and didn't look at the rule sheet. But Philo, or MJ, for his upshot.
Oh, little tree love.
Perfect. Go ahead and pick that up for him.
Schweby, as I thought, just going for the 3 here. Philo, unfortunately, with the OB stroke here, putting for 3. Got a tight turnover through a small gap over here. He's probably looking at about the 60-foot range.
A little lettuce on the way out. Weesh. That looks like 20, 25 right there.
Yeah, a little meat left there. Here's Dave for his 2. Stepper.
Ooh.
Right off the front cage.
Tricky stance. No problem.
All right, Philo. Unfortunately, with the bogey there. MJ's good. Dave and Schweby will tap out for their 3s.
All right, through 7. I think just about everybody would be pretty happy with that. Other than that last OB stroke for Philo, that's a pretty good start for all these 4.
All right, folks, here is the longest par 4 we've got. Par 4, 333 feet. This guy is really tricky. You've got to go. You're going downhill through a very small gap to this landing area, and then you have another putter upshot. You're probably looking in the 200-foot range.
That's what you do? I just throw a forehand roller down there and try to ramp that sign and 50-50 it, and, you know.
You got more skills than I do, Kev. You've been doing this much longer.
Well, I didn't get close to it, of course, but...
Oh, Dave with the roller catching an early tree.
Yeah, I tried the...
Much disdain. Oh, that's a little inside. And there's another tree.
Yeah, that's where the cave is, so...
Yeah, if you get a hard right kick, you're going to be down in Caveville for sure. Schweby brought to you by ibuprofen. Yeah. Did he catch a tree as well?
Yeah, this hole is very skinny off the tee box. Especially the angle you want to get your disc in the fairway where you need it, it becomes even skinnier.
There, ooh, beat the tree. It's going to be a little left. He may have a tricky little upshot, but I think he can manage.
So that's the way you were talking about playing it.
Right, more of a turnover though, and less hyzer.
Just throw it down there in the middle and then throw an upshot. I hear you.
Oh, a little thumb roller from Schweby. This looks good. Kind of lost it in the fescue here. We'll see where he ends up.
See, Dave didn't get far enough, so he's in trouble here.
Yeah, high turnover. You're just, yeah. Too many trees. Got to get down to that landing area if you want a safe shot up to the basket. Out with the sidearm. Got tree. Push to the left.
Yeah, for 333 feet, this is, it can be hell.
Absolutely. Is this MJ's second or third? Did we see his second?
He plays so fast we might have missed it, but I think he's going to get an easy par there. Philo for par.
45 feet up the hill. Just right. Lovely bush at Harmon Hills. I think there's someone hiding there. All right.
All right. Looks like
That beast
Schweby.
put it under the basket.
All right. So Philo got a bogey. It looks like he's going to get a bogey here. Being his first Pro Masters tournament, was your first Pro Masters tournament, did you have like high expectations? Like, I'm just going to go crush the field and
Well, Kevin, with this being my first Pro Masters Worlds.
I mean, Pro Masters tournament in general.
Oh, Pro Masters tournament. I did. I had a little bit of a, I didn't really want to participate because I felt my game was still good enough for the Open division, but it was a different, let's say, aura that was in that field than there was within the Open field.
Me and my brother and my dad were out there for hours just playing disc golf, having fun.
That's like one of the first things we usually say. It's a great family sport.
We got to do it as a family.
It builds relationship. Like, I know my dad so much better because of disc golf.
It's nice that that's something that we can connect and go do together.
My parents are 100% behind it. Bad rounds, good rounds, doesn't matter. They always have a smile on their face.
We don't call it sacrifice, we call it fun.
Get out there and have fun. At the end of the day, most important is have fun.
Yeah, I fucked that all up.
I just don't know. Well, we'll see what. Oh. Here we go, hole 9, par 4, 497. You're just looking at a straight drive up to the top of the hill, but if you're feeling froggy, you can really pound on this and somewhat get around the corner to get a putt, but most people just throw to the top of the hill. Easy little putter shot to a well-protected green.
Yeah, it is a blind landing area if you want to get aggressive. So you got to have a really nice distance control because there are trees long and short that can get you in some trouble.
Yeah, that's going to be perfect. Yep, top of the hill, looking straight at the basket.
It's probably 450 to clear that ridge right there, would you say?
Absolutely, yeah. You've got to pound it to get up there.
So if you can get 450 hyzer, you can probably.
MJ playing with the trees again.
You might get yourself a chance at a 2-run, but for the most part, you get up there on top of the hill, you got an easy little upshot.
Schwebby going towards the trees as well.
Wow,
made it through.
Looks at those shots almost look like there's a little headwind in their face for both of those flip up. See little raindrops.
Philo, that's perfect.
Yep, that's where you want to be.
Yeah, anything right or left off the tee pad here is just pure death. MJ, man. Blind look at the basket and 5 feet.
That guy's so good.
Should I be looking at a thumber here? Oh, hello.
Ooh.
That got a little hot.
Still in range, but instead of having to putt up the hill, you're putting back down that hill, fast green.
Philo, little putter up shot right to the base of the tree. That's perfectly fine.
Tap in.
And Dave following suit.
I see Dave representing Team Zanfell. You get off the fairway around Harmon Hills, you could use some Zanfell.
Not just a little. It is heavy, heavy poison ivy out there.
Schwebby.
Schwebby. Oh, good grass there to catch that one. Philo's in for his birdie. Looks like Dave and MJ will cash theirs in as well, but unfortunately Schwebby will be leaving with a par. And as I jinx that,
oh, see, no, I didn't.
Here comes the full-on rollback between the legs. I mean, this should have been a trick putt call here.
Oh my! Oh my!
Now for bogey.
Ooh, wow.
That's going to be a double bogey 6 for Brian.
Yeah, I mean, that just shows sometimes when you get on the wrong side of the basket when you're putting, things can happen.
All right, finishing the front 9. We've got Dave coming in at 6 as well as Michael Johansen. We've got Philo with 4, and unfortunately Brian with that double bogey ends the front 9 at 3 down. I had a good front 9 yesterday. I came out of there 8 out of 9, so 8 down through 9, I was really happy.
Wow, I got the first 5 and then bogeyed 6, and I think I ended up 6 under after the 9 too. But I thought it was a dang shame we didn't have our boy Jaybird on the feature card this first round. A Tennessee legend. That should be on it. But we're glad we got you there for this next round.
Yeah, I can actually show you guys through Sugar Hollow, which I've only played a handful of times, but looking for a good round tomorrow, or we'll see where that ends up.
Right on. Thanks for joining us.